But your ego says, but I don't want to let go of her gracefully.
I've been trying. And I've been asking.
I want to rant and rave a little bit. I want to stomp my foot. I want to feel angry.
I don't feel angry, I feel sad.
But your ego does not want for you to let something so meaningful and so valuable move away gracefully. She doesn't deserve the right to do this and leave with my grace. That's what the ego says. And I'm pointing it out to you so that you might realize that the specific thing you need to be asking God for is the capacity to do it, to let her go with grace, without resentment, without anger, without grief. Be specific in your request. Father, help me have the ability to let her go with grace. Why? So that I might, with grace, become available to whatever else identifies fulfillment for me instead of her. Because I don't want to get caught up in 3 years of adjustment. Adjustment will have to occur, but you don't want to get stuck in adjustment.
That's for sure.
Yes. That's the end of the answer.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. In the back there? Yes. Sam.
Hi, Raj.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Well, for the last year or two, I feel like I have clarity about what I want to do with my life, and I think I'm more honest about myself. But what has happened is that I think I've alienated a lot of people. Sometimes I say things that just piss them off, and my wife gets mad at me, and all those kind of things. But I feel happier that I think I'm living the truth about myself. Can you tell me if I'm okay, or I just want to be sure what's going on.
You are on the right track, yes. You are being more genuine.
I feel that my relationship with my wife is strained on her part. I don't feel...
Strained what?
I feel that it's strained, or it seems like we don't get along very well, but I feel that I'm being honest with myself. Do you think... I don't know where she's at in this.
She is going through an adjustment. You are being in a new way, and she's having to reacquaint herself with you, and the patterns that had existed before she can't depend upon, and she's having to explore what the new patterns are. And there's resistance to that. Why did you have to change? Why couldn't you stay the way you were? In other words, why are you making me stretch? Why are you making me have to look at you with fresh eyes? Why are you making me have to change my mind about you? Be patient with her.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. Hands. Right here.
Thank you, Raj. I'm finally getting some courage.
You are welcome.
It seems more easy for me, or simple, to be in integrity when I'm in business or in friendships. And when I get into the intimate or very close relationships, I lose that sense of integrity. And therefore it becomes a source of fear. And so I don't let myself
What part of
have
your
close
integrity
relations.
do you abandon when you become more intimate?
I be dishonest in the present, and I allow people to run roughshod on me. And
Why?
because I desperately want attention. And when I'm in business, I don't care. I just demand attention, and I get it. But when I'm in a personal relationship, there's more to lose.
Well, there's never more to lose than your integrity. What more can I say? So you abandon your integrity so you won't lose a relationship. Well, I don't know how attractive a lady without integrity is. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. That's
thought
why
it
I
would.
don't get in relationships.
Well, wait a minute. Get into a relationship and don't abandon your integrity.
I guess I haven't gotten to the how.
That's real bait. You know exactly how. Do you do that with other men?
Whoops, I think I went into a blind spot. I missed something. Or I think I missed something.
Do you feign ignorance at work?
No.
No. Well, don't do it in your relationships with individuals. You know what? Whoever the guy is, whoever the person is, They don't get you without your integrity. And if they don't like you with your integrity, take a hike. Now, that's not being cynical, that's not being harsh. That's being honest. That's being real. This other shit is all a game. And you play it well, and it's totally senseless for you to try to tell me that you're having a tough time with relationships, as though that's a problem. It's very calculated. It's very purposeful. Just remember, a lady without integrity is not very attractive. So stop playing that game. Be willing to be in a relationship with your integrity fully intact. Oh, but men don't like strong women. Well, men who like dishonest women use them because they know they're usable. And they know they have a way to hold guilt over your head. So stop it. Stop approaching relationships that way. Be willing to be in a relationship. Be willing to commit to the development of a relationship with your integrity in full bloom.
Can I ask a question about my father?
You sure may.
Is there some work that I need to do with him to, I know that's the whole key. Is there something I can do right now to seal that so I can move on?
Yes, don't hide yourself from him either. Women who sacrifice their integrity, who abandon their integrity, are an open invitation to abuse, are an open invitation to being used. A woman with her integrity intact has a presence that disallows for spontaneous misuse of that lady. Her very presence demands intelligent involvement and is unattractive to users. I'm specifically saying that your father tends to take advantage of your willingness to abandon your integrity. Which makes things difficult for you. You know what? You said you do well in business. The reason you do well in business is because you act intelligently. Just a moment. When someone acts intelligently, it puts everyone else in the position of recognizing that, they better respond intelligently. You see what I'm saying? Approach your Father with your integrity intact. You know what? It won't deprive you of intimacy. It will provide you with a new level of intimacy. That reeks of respect rather than disrespect, and will be more satisfying and more fulfilling. I'm going to tell you something else. At work, you are intimate with the people you work with. Maybe not sexually, maybe not in a love affair, but you're intimate because you're not withholding yourself. Now, why save that for work? You got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hands. Right here.
Thank you, Raj. I just have a quick question. Is the way my business is going is appropriate? It appears to be. I didn't think it would be in the direction it's taking.
So far it is, yes.
Okay, I'm in two ends of the world.
You are flowing with the movement.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. And one other thing. I was attempting to work from here to there, and it's really grueling. And I really don't want to do that if I don't have to.
That is correct. That is not appropriate.
Oh, thank you.
You are welcome.
I was willing, though.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it.
Yes. Hands. In the back.
I wanted to ask you about, I have a real passion for photography, and for a long, long time, and I've just really gotten into it more and more, and I'm taking a class in it. I want to know if it is appropriate for me to continue to pursue.
Absolutely.
I'm not
Without
using
question.
I'm not using it to escape, or I think sometimes I do, but I'm not. And that's why I'm asking you.
The only times that you are indulging in escape is when you are availing yourself of fun when you don't feel like you deserve it. When you avail yourself of fun, but don't think you deserve it, that's when you say, I'm trying to escape.
Okay.
But you're not escaping. It's
Okay.
just that you're overriding your right to have fun.
Well, I do absolutely love it, and my enthusiasm for it, I think, makes other people interested in it. At least I hope so. I hope I'm not boring everybody to death with it, but I have not made any effort to sell them or make money on them. It's just coming. And it was very surprising because I've made absolutely no effort to do that, and I don't want to, because then I'm in control of it, right?
Yes.
So I just need to pursue
You just need
my
to stay on
enjoyment.
the beam.
Okay. Okay, because I do tend to do that, right?
You do tend to do what?
Decide, oh, I'm going to make my fortune doing this, and then I start doing other
You can
things.
talk to the fellow next to you.
Okay,
It's a well-ingrained habit with everyone.
okay. But I do
But if you will
catch
stay
myself.
with the flow, you stay on the beam, you will find yourself doing things, and you will find the chips falling in exquisite order without your manipulating them at all.
Well, I do notice that I feel more here now. It satisfies or piques my curiosity about things because I get to look at them in more detail. When I work with the pictures, I had no idea a lot of things existed until I started noticing everything in the environment and wondering how did that get like that, and looking at it with curiosity. So I think that's been helpful to me.
Attentiveness,
Yes.
paying attention. Not being so preoccupied that you see nothing around you. Pay more attention, and the detail is infinite and interesting.
Okay, so I'll keep doing it. Thank you.
Keep staying on the beam wherever that takes you.
I think I do understand what I know what that feels like, and I know when I'm starting to slip off. Oh yeah, that's not right.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
you are welcome. Hands? In the back there?
Good afternoon, Raj.
Good afternoon.
It's really nice to be here again.
Indeed.
I have done the last 8 or 9 years, have done my best to follow that little voice. And talking to you off and on, it has seemed that I'm doing okay. What I've discovered is I have been living out of a suitcase. I haven't seen my stuff in over a year. I do not seem to cultivate relationships. And so I'm thinking, well, am I not really hearing clearly for the fact that I do not want to cultivate a relationship, or is it just something else going on that I'm unaware of?
And the answer is?
Well, obviously there must be something going on I'm not aware of. Or else I can always go to the assumption, well, if I'm supposed to be in a relationship, I will be in a relationship. Well, that seems to be kind of a ungrounded comment.
You are not avoiding relationships.
The other way around.
You are not escaping from anything. Be willing to be fully present with your life as it's unfolding. It has meaning. Mostly, you are getting incredible practice at riding the wave, at staying on the beam, and trusting yourself to your guidance. And it's taking you in new directions, new ways of being. And don't assume that that means you'll forever be living out of your suitcase. But while that is the way it's appearing, don't make waves. Ride the wave, but don't you make waves.
Well, as an adjunct to that, to try to get some more confirmation, I have asked a couple of times I've asked you, and it's been a blank. I mean, I don't think I'm resisting an answer, but why don't I hear you? I mean, I have heard you in the past, but the last few times it was a dead zone.
It's ridiculous. You're making me out to be something too special. And it's silly because you know better. When you've done it, you've been making the potential connection too significant. Next time, approach me as though I'm your pal you want to hang out with. To shoot the shit with. Okay? Nothing special. Even if we're going to talk about important things. You've just sort of been holding me at arm's length with a sense of specialness surrounding me. Stop it. Don't do it. I'm there for you.
I know. I truly know that, and I truly love you and appreciate you for it. And you're right. Sometimes I fly up the desperate human flag, and you're right. I should not. I will not.
Okay. I will appreciate the connection.
Thank you very much, and so will I.
You're welcome. You see, Pauline, Paul is willing to feel a little guilty now himself because he knows I'm about to say that this is the point at which we need to end the gathering, and he's willing to go against reason and sanity and say, if he had done something different, we could have started earlier, which means that the gathering would have been longer and more questions would have been answered. And he's willing to indict himself in spite of the fact that there's nothing he could have done to make anything be different than it was today. And his willingness to slight himself would disallow him from feeling the truth of the fact that the timing and the events were utterly perfect today for everyone here, because it happened in God's way, in God's time, for God's purpose, which blesses everyone. So, it is that time. And if Paul wants to feel guilty, he can, just as you can. Isn't it funny, the things that you all choose to procrastinate on? You never procrastinate on the practical things, like never getting around to feeling guilty. I'll do it tomorrow. Never procrastinating on self-criticism. You never say, I'll do it tomorrow. You jump right in, man.
Because I'm so responsible.
It's because you're so responsible. Mm-hmm. That's an unintelligent definition of responsibility, if I ever heard it. But boy, you'll jump at the chance. So, I love you all. I encourage you to learn how to procrastinate on the things that need to be procrastinated on. I invite all of you to be more open to your healing, whatever it might be, and to not delay the healing by confining it to, in your mind, confining it to the time it takes for physical processes to occur. I encourage you to be open to instantaneous healings. And I look forward to being with you again. Okay.